In the charming city of Bromchester lived a young, ambitious bishop named Henry Broome. He was consumed by a single monumental dream to build a magnificent cathedral. But this dream had a cost. Day and night, Henry obsessed over blueprints and fundraising, neglecting the very person who should have been his greatest treasure, his wife, Julia. Julia, with her radiant smile and gentle heart, felt a growing loneliness. Their home, once filled with warmth, now echoed with the silent distance between them. Henry saw only stone and mortar, forgetting the living, breathing love right beside him. One crisp winter evening, as Henry wrestled with his seemingly impossible project, a stranger appeared at their door. He was tall, impeccably dressed, and introduced himself as Dudley. There was an effortless charm about him, a twinkle in his eye that seemed to hold ancient secrets. He claimed he was there to help. Henry, skeptical but desperate, reluctantly accepted his offer. Dudley didn't offer money or connections. Instead, he brought something far more valuable: a sense of wonder. Dudley's presence was like a breath of fresh air. He reminded Julia of the simple joys she'd almost forgotten. They went ice skating, their laughter echoing across the frozen pond. He took her to lunch at her favorite old restaurant, a place filled with memories Henry had long since dismissed. With Dudley, Julia felt seen, cherished, and alive again. He listened to her stories, understood her unspoken feelings, and his kindness was a balm to her lonely soul. A spark of happiness, long dormant, was rekindled within her. Meanwhile, Dudley worked his quiet magic on Henry's world. He subtly guided a wealthy, stubborn widow, Mrs. Hamilton, to see the true purpose of the cathedral not as a monument to her late husband, but as a gift to the city's less fortunate. Dudley didn't use grand gestures, but gentle nudges of perspective. He helped a kindly old professor finally finish the historical book he'd been writing for decades, ensuring his life's work would not be forgotten. Dudley wasn't building a cathedral of stone. He was rebuilding a community of hearts. Seeing Julia's rediscovered joy in Dudley's effortless way with people, Henry felt a pang of jealousy. He started to see what he had been missing, what he was on the verge of losing forever. He saw Julia laughing, her eyes sparkling, and realized how long it had been since he was the cause of that happiness. The cathedral, his grand ambition, suddenly seemed small and cold compared to the warmth of his wife's love. He was the bishop, meant to guide others, yet he had lost his own way. A fierce determination grew in him not to build the cathedral, but to win back his wife. For, on Christmas Eve, the air thick with anticipation and the scent of pine, Henry finally understood. He abandoned his grand plans and rushed to the church. There he delivered a sermon not from a prepared text, but from his newly awakened heart. He spoke of love, forgiveness, and the simple, profound joy of human connection. As he spoke, his eyes found Julia's in the crowd. In that moment, they saw each other clearly again. Dudley, his mission complete, watched from the shadows. He was an angel, sent not to build a cathedral, but to mend a marriage. With a final, knowing smile, he vanished, leaving behind the greatest miracle of all, a love that was lost and now finally found.